this is Sam from the Fretwire. Today we're going to be talking about how to wire a Telecaster style guitar kit. These guitar kits feature a mostly pre-built control panel with an import style selector switch. These are the kind of switches that you would find on most Asian made guitars, including guitar kits. The way these work is the signal comes from the pickups to the switch first. The switch then selects which pickup is engaged. The signal then goes to the volume and tone circuits and then out to your output jack. One thing I'll note is that we're showing this outside of a guitar, so be sure that you're wiring it inside your guitar so the wires are going through the right control cavities. Otherwise, you're going to be mad when you have to desolder stuff when you try to install the electronics. The import style switches generally have 7 terminals that we're going to use. Some have 8. In the 7 terminal switches, the center pin is the output. Likewise, in the 8 terminal switches, the 2 center pins are the outputs. So if we number these left to right, 1 through 7, in a 7 terminal switch, pin 4 is the output. If this were an 8 terminal switch, pins 4 and 5 would both be outputs. Using that same numbering, to connect the neck pickup, we're going to connect this insulated wire is the hot, the outer shielding wire is the ground. The inner hot wire is going to connect to pins 2 and 3. The bridge pickup then will connect its hot wire to pins 5 and 6. The grounds of both pickups will connect to the side of the switch on this terminal right here, or on this side, either way, to complete the ground circuit for the pickups. Now I have all of the switch terminals wired. Each ground wire is going to one side of the switch, and the hot leads from each pickup are going to their respective pins. I took a minute and cleaned those up a little bit so they look a little bit nicer. Now moving on to the output. Some control plates will have the output wire pre-soldered like this one does. Others you may need to add it. But the output needs 2 wires. One is the hot wire that comes from the center pin of the volume pot. The other will be the ground wire that's grounded to the back of the volume pot. If we look at the ground first, looking at our output jack, we want the ground on this terminal because it makes contact with the side of the guitar cable as it's plugged in. The hot will be on the tip, so we want the ground on the side. This terminal, if you follow it around to the side, you can see that it makes contact with this, so it will be the tip of the guitar jack. So it will be the hot wire from the output jack. So the wire from the center pin of the volume will go to this terminal. The wire from the back of the volume pot will go to this terminal, and I'll get those connected up. Okay, now we have the output jack wired up, the ground wire going to this terminal, and the hot wire going to the terminal that makes contact with the tip of the guitar cable. The last wire that we need to worry about, that again may be pre-wired or may not be, is your ground wire that goes under the bridge. In this case it's pre-wired, it's soldered to the back of the volume pot. This would feed through the cavity in the body and come out underneath your bridge. No solder is required on the bridge side. I would just strip quite a bit more off of this and then make sure it's just sandwiched between the bridge and the body wood. As long as it makes contact with the bridge there, that completes the ground circuit and you'll be good to go. So that is a Telecaster import switch control plate wired and ready to be installed in the guitar.